Let's just start. We're on. We're on the air.
I'm ready, man.
I'm ready when you are. I'm ready. Just like we were in Hamilton, Canada.
It's in your
What's up,
Canada.
you salty? Oops, not that one. This one. You salty, salty people. Are we receiving information? What's going on, people? Everybody in the dumpster fire universe, I am FPV, aka Adam Jackson, with Tree. Is that what they call you?
I don't know.
Are you willing to
Salty
tell
dude.
tell people what your first name is now that you were featured in the Post Gazette?
Oh, shut up. Eh, gonna be a hard pass.
You had a whole article written about you, man.
It's because some dude wanted to interview me. It was like some guy he knew in college.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so somebody knew
it was
you.
like, yeah, like someone knew my YouTube and
Oh, so
he,
someone knew how to get to you.
yeah,
Oh. Well, now you were
knew about the
featured in.
old Post Gazette.
Yeah, now you're featured in the Post Gazette. I haven't had any newspaper articles written about me. That's just.
I've seen a few web things like link on old like Legacy of Failure vids. I think it was one for the Vikings and one for the Blues, but that
Oh.
was like a while ago.
That one's dead. The Blues one is dead.
Oh yeah, that's a historical archive now.
Yeah. All right. So we had an interesting week since last week. The Mets are starting to play good baseball somehow. But as you said earlier, they're just playing shit teams. That's probably
Pretty
what it
much.
is.
Well, you play the Padres, the Pirates, the White Sox, Pirates again, and the Marlins. That's why.
I like it when we
I mean,
play
the
the
Pirates have
Marlins.
been garbage. The White Sox have been garbage. The Padres are garbage, and the Marlins are the Marlins.
I like playing the Padres and all those teams, man. Oh, there's my video in the background right here with the Twitter with my. Did you see my Robbie Amell challenge back there? I I
Oh
forced
yeah.
I forced my son to go out and film me because he was I see you, Dodge, putting in work there.
Is this his punishment for the dryer?
No, this is my youngest son. Um,
Not the teenager. Is a different
no,
son.
they're both teenagers, but one can drive and the other cannot. And the one that cannot, I make him do stuff, clean stuff.
Conscripted labor.
Yeah.
Heard that.
Oh, Zach Wheeler's made it into the seventh inning. That's interesting. All right, let's see how it goes, shall we?
Well, it's also the Marlins, but
Yeah,
still not bad.
NFL training camp has been pretty dull so far. You've got Ezekiel Elliott holding out, which I'm sure some people will probably ask about in the Snapper chat. So we're not going to give thoughts about that yet, because I think somebody did ask about Ezekiel, but we'll talk about that. No big injuries so far. Seems like just finally a quiet camp for the first week at least. But once these preseason games start, you'll see. So. Any
Hmm.
news coming out of Steelers camp?
No, not really. Like that, just like the whole typical Ben rejuvenated thing.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown hasn't been at practice,
Oh wait. Yeah.
but that's Oakland though. But he
AB.
got it was because he decided to do a cryogenic freeze and he got frostbite on his feet.
What a dumbass.
That's Antonio Brown.
So now he's got frozen feet, is what you're saying. He's got gangrenous feet from his frostbite.
Frostbite.
Amazing. Tom Brady got extended, which seems stupid, but
Probably a short-term extension, a little pay raise.
yeah, yeah. And then there was a soundbite of Jerry Jones talking about the rookie Pollard. He's just like, oh, that Pollard man, he's slippier than a water bug on a mosquito on the lake, man. Can't catch him. And he's just
Slippier
obviously,
than a greased up piggy.
yeah, he's obviously just saying, hey, Zeke, I don't need you, and you're holdout. Nah. That's probably what it
I could
is.
see that.
And then later, If I can get it to work, Paul Feinstein is going to join us in the last 10 minutes of this show because he asked and we were kind enough to say yes. So
Yeah, I'm cool with that, man.
there you go, Uncle Rico. Hey, I throw better than Uncle Rico at Midge Dio. Don't even say that. I threw that ball like 40 yards, man. Look at this. Watch this throw right here. Watch this dot. Wow. Bam. Perfect spiral too. Nice little 30-yard out. That's what you call poetry right there. Poetry, boys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start reading these snapper chats before we end up here all night. I will start and then we'll alternate, of course. Crimson Huntsman.
Fun times.
Yes. Sorry if I ear raped you, the guys right there. I think I have it on. What setting do I have this mic on? Cartoid. So sometimes it picks up from one.
Cartoid.
Yeah, cartoid.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come directly at the mic, but if I go to either side, it like fucks up. But I'm not gonna change the setting now. Crimson Huntsman for $5. Do you think the NFL Top 100 should be a fan vote instead of a player vote? No, because fan
vote's going to get really biased.
Fan vote is just going to be
realize.
About who cares the most. You know, like if your team did good last year.
It's going to be full of Cowboys. It's going to be Dak Prescott in the top 50.
Tom Brady be rated number 1 because the only people that vote are the people whose team is any good in a given year because they're the ones that care about football and signing on, right?
You get all the names. You wouldn't get like any of the unsung players. Like you'd barely get any linemen. You'd probably not get like an obscure player. Like you might not get like, for example, Alden Smith if you were in San Fran, or even like a.
Well, you
like
also
a JJ.
Right, or you wouldn't get the spec like what's his name, Donald. Aaron Donald wouldn't be like.
Yeah, he wouldn't be in the top. Like, right. I mean, he's a beast, but nobody really knows who he is because
the
Rams are like, they're not really like known.
The players know when someone knocks you on your ass, and you're just looking up at them and like, fuck, this motherfucker just knocked me on my ass. That's how we know. We as fans don't know that, like. That feeling. So I trust the players when they vote on who's the best. Even though sometimes there are little popularity contests within the players, but not always, man. They're better than with that shit. So, anyways, there you go. Players.
Oh
vote.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But let's go on to Jared Froman. $5. I have to do this from my phone since my laptop has the currency stuck in British pounds. Life sucks today. How do you get your currency stuck in British pounds? Wouldn't that be settings that you change that to?
Yeah. Unless
Hold on, let me take a look. Let me try and fix this for you. It's got a control panel. It should be.
No. It's on his end. Don't fuck with our shit. Don't turn us.
I know. See, change the way currency is displayed in the region.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like that'll fix it for you. Like formats, locations. That's probably what'll change it for you. So go to region, Jared, and that'll probably be able to change it for you.
Yeah, try that. Sorry,
yep, but thank you anyway, man.
Trying to figure something out. Sorry, I'm being a jackass. Whatever. Sorry, Jared was up. Now we get into the Beast of Metal. 1989 for 10 bones. Breaking NASCAR SMI at impasse with City of Nashville over proposal to restore Fairground Speedway. Opinion. NASCAR needs more short tracks, but they don't need tax money to get it done. I agree. NASCAR should be all about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and not doing that shit, that socialist shit of taking people's tax money. That's right. That's not a socialist.
Not even that. The problem is it's just going to be private enterprise. That's capitalism.
Right.
That's just like government leeching. It's corporate welfare. Yeah. That's what that is.
That is corporate welfare. Everyone takes tax money. That's all I got to say. is everyone takes taxes.
Problem is, like, the rich people know how to game the system.
Yeah.
They think, like, oh, this is going to bring people, or else we move, and that's how you get hundreds
Rich
of millions
people
of dollars.
never.
That's how you get $500 million thrown away for a stadium for the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah. Right down the toilet. Right into.
Have fun with your budgetary issues.
Well, maybe they'll finally convert O.co into an actual baseball field instead of the atrocity that it is now. You know. All right. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you're more the stadium guy. But let's go to Jared Froman again for $5. Which fan base swears the most in each league, and which of those swears more than the rest?
So, go ahead.
I don't know, man. Like I swear like a sailor, but
what's his name? Brandon Perna did a whole video on that, and I forget who number one is.
I'm gonna guess Buffalo or Cleveland.
It was like the Jags, right? I think the Jags were number one. Hold on.
I mean, they've had a lot to swear about, so I can see that.
Froman, who can't you hear? What's going on? Anyways, hold on. Let me look that video up while you read the next one. Hold on, because I know that's good sports. So Brandon did a whole video on it, and it's hilarious. And I think Reddit.
I've never seen that. I don't even know
here
about
it is.
that. I'll have to
Most
take a look.
vulgar here. Let's go ahead and maximize this shit, and then we'll skip to the end. Tighten up. I think yeah, the Jags. The Jags are number one because they got Big Dick Nick. And everyone like said the word dick like more often than anybody.
Stupid. Come on. That would be Philly.
Yeah. I think who is number two here? Hold on. The Titans, the Titans swear a lot. They had 10.8 swears, but it's really subjective. Cleveland was number 3. Look at Brandon.
Yeah, I can
Perna.
see Cleveland.
Did you see the video where Perna, they were giving a free shirt away at the radio station, and he showed up without a shirt on? And then,
typical Brandon Perna.
Yeah, always doing that. All right. Who read what last? Is it TIE Fighter 94? Is that what I'm supposed to read?
TIE Fighter. Yep, that's yours.
5 bones. Someone may have asked this already. See? But would you say the Cowboys are super fucked if they don't sign Elliott? I would say that
I'd say they're more fucked if they lose their line. Because they've had issues on their offensive line with injuries over the past couple of years. Mm-hmm. I think that'd be more the issue than Zeke.
Yeah. I think if you create holes, it's easy to run through them, you know. But it doesn't. I mean, Zeke is talented. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Yeah. They've got to pay Dak, right?
They got to pay Dak, Zeke, and Amari.
Right. They got to pay
all
Amari.
3.
Yeah. They got to pay Al Cowlings, Cooper, or Amari Cooper, AC, money. So I don't know. They might. I think they sign him, but I don't think he gets what he wants, or it gets to be an extended holdout.
It'll probably be an impasse.
Right.
Like Melvin Gordon looks like he's headed that route too.
Well, Melvin Gordon, a lot of questions about his knee. Well, no, wait.
Well,
that's Gurley.
The thing
that's Gurley. Sorry,
I got a contract extension for like $10 million.
Sorry, I get Gurley and Gordon confused. Gordon is gonna hold out, but I think they get it done. I think it's just a smart way of skipping camp. It's like, all right.
Yeah, I mean that's how they usually do it for. Like,
right.
I mean, unless you're Trent Williams and do it because you hate the Redskins.
Right. Well, Trent Williams has given like both his legs to the Redskins, and they haven't give him much support of anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think they get it done, but I don't think that they're hurt terribly if they don't sign Elliott. But who knows? Who knows?
I mean, who's their backup? Is it still Alfred Morris?
Maybe. Let's look at it. Let's look at their depth chart. Dallas Cowboys depth chart 2019. While you read the next one.
That it is. That it is. Beast of Metal, 1989. For 10 bones breaking, Martin Truex Jr. encounters irony. Lose closely contested Watkins Glen race to Georgia native. Again, opinion. Sequelitis aside, both Chase and his fan base needed that after his July skid. And I'm guessing you're talking about Chase Elliott because they mentioned last year like he couldn't win anything. That was the big thing I kept hearing about him.
Yeah, I
But
should have.
now,
I Tucker White said to watch Watkins Glen this weekend, and I didn't have a chance to because I
yeah,
was
I
watching
wasn't
the
able to. I
Mets.
was out and
I
about.
love that race though. That race is awesome. I love that course too. I've been to it. It's awesome. Um, but yeah, both Chase and his fan base. So Chase Elliott won, is what you're saying,
Yeah, it
right?
looks like Chase Elliott did win.
It looks like the backup to Zeke Elliott is Darius Jackson, Tony Pollard, Mike Weber, Alfred Morris, and Jordan Chun. So,
So
yeah.
mostly just like rookies looking to get a
Yeah.
shot.
They got Dak Prescott, Cooper Rush as his backup, and Mike White and
I
Taryn
don't even know
Christian.
who those other two are.
Yeah.
But Cooper Rush is a really good quarterback name.
Yeah. Where did he come from again? That Cooper
I have
Rush?
no idea.
Central Michigan. Oh, he's a ginger too. Well, that's
Ooh.
scary. That's why. That's why that Jason Garrett loves him. I bet you he learns how to clap and keep like things in his tool belt and a little clipboard. You know, he's just
If he has a journeyman career, he can be a puppet to Jerry Jones
that's right.
just like Mr.
You
Garrett.
can be an overpaid puppet. All right, David Benjamin for $5. As you said that, Trevor Bauer wouldn't be traded an hour after the last dumpster fire. He is. The Indians got Yasiel Puig. I don't know how I feel. Yeah, that just doesn't make much sense, right? They get rid of Bauer. They're a playoff team. I don't get it. Why do you get rid of one of your better pitchers when you're a playoff team?
I didn't think they were going to sign him. That was probably the issue.
Yeah. It's just a curious move, but they're in first place. They're 70 and 42. Like they're gonna no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. They're 66 and 46. Like they're in line for that wild card. I don't know. The Rays
The
have
Indians have done a lot of weird moves. They sold off a lot last year or in the offseason, and
yeah.
I think it's kind of held them back. Like they were looking like pretty bad early on.
The A's are playing good baseball.
Yep, they're crushing the Cubs right now, 8-0.
Yeah.
And the A's like have been decimated in their starting pitching. That's the crazy
How are
part.
they doing
Like
it?
you lost Montas, you've been without Shamanaya, you're without like Jerome Cotton, you're without a couple of Jesus. Is it Jesus Lorenzo? Or am I thinking of
Yeah.
somebody else?
I don't know.
But I
I
know
don't
it's like
know.
one of their top prospects has been out too. So they've been doing it without those guys. And I mean, their hitting stepped up. I respect that.
Man, the NL wild card is about to get super crowded.
Mm-hmm.
Super crowded. I'm just looking at these standings here. Mets somehow are one game over, but the Nats and the Phillies are playing baseball now. Like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, the
And
Braves are still in it. That's the problem. Like you
Cardinals
have
are
like
in it.
about 6 teams or like
Mm-hmm.
8 teams,
Brewers have a
17,
realistic chance.
8 teams. Because you got the Nats, Phillies, Mets, Reds are coming back into the play. Rockies, if they get their crap together, maybe. But like the Diamondbacks are kind of folding. The Giants are kind of folding. Um,
Yeah, half of those teams will fade, right? It'll become
oh
a
yeah, like
three.
I mean, look at the Pirates. They faded pretty hard.
Yeah, it'll become a three-horse race in about a month, but
Yeah, you'll get the teams that like slowly taper off after a while.
yeah. Mets are still winning in the bottom of the seventh.
You're playing the Marlins,
Wins or
but
wins,
at least
man. Wins or wins. If they didn't blow so many fucking saves, they'd be in first
yeah, you'd
place.
be probably leading the NL if you didn't blow that many saves,
Yeah. Yeah. They'd be blowing
and then
saves.
we wouldn't have a meet the Met.
Yeah, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. All right. You read this next one.
That's pretty much it. But let's keep going on. to those snapper chats for Dodger of Zion. The dumpster fire. My reward for successfully undertaking a 24-hour fast. Also a hoagie. Let's make another live dumpster fire happen. The dumpster fire should not be your reward for a 24-hour fast. I honestly
Yeah.
couldn't even imagine a 24-hour fast. Sounds
There's
like
no
suicide.
way. I
I
start to
couldn't
get
do it.
I start to get antsy if I don't have food for like a couple hours. Like, I mean,
Yeah, like I can
man.
survive for like a good bit without food, but no way. Like
That's dedication right there, Dodge. I gotta give you thumbs up. Like, I I see. I gotta give Dodge a lot of credit. She's trying to be more active, right? She's going on the
hey, I mean, I'll give
fast.
her credit. Apparently, she
Hey,
lost about 20, 25 pounds before Con Bravo.
wow. Just you go, girl. You go.
Hey, I mean, I've been there, so I
Mm-hmm.
completely understand. I got to get back on it, but as I said, I've been down that road.
I
It's
tell
not
you,
easy.
man. Keto diet, dude. Just do it. Just download the
I love
carb.
food too much to do the keto
Dude,
diet.
you don't have. You can eat. Trust me. You just have to give up certain things and just turn it into other things. Like, this is what I did. Like, you can't have bread, so you eat pickles, right? You can't have pancakes, so you eat like do you like bell peppers? You like eat bell peppers and
I
Miracle Whip.
like to like probably like sauteed onions and mushrooms. I
Yeah,
would
I'm
probably do.
telling you, and you don't have to do it for a long time. Like you can start once you get rid of all the foods that are bad for you, it's 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 easy to stay on it. It is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm already like switching off of it. Trust me. There's no way I
Yeah.
can't have sugar forever.
Oh yeah, but like
Uh huh. But I'm just
I
saying.
know.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
here to dispense diet advice. You don't want to hear it from me because I like to fucking eat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
All right, hold on. Dodge is saying credit goes to
You've seen
AG.
me 2 times. I know
Yep.
it.
Credit goes to Ag, who's
Unfortunately.
been my accountability buddy in addition to being the love of my life. He's been my biggest supporter throughout this whole thing. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that cute? You're a little Tom Brady lookalike. Yeah. Anyways. Uh-huh. Both Dodge and Ag were in my video, in my little vlog. Did
Yeah,
you see the vlog?
I have not. I saw that it got released. I haven't had time to see. I've
This
been finishing up trade
got
deadline sports ball. So
got about as many views as I thought. I'm thinking about vlogging more, but I I don't know. It's a lot of effort to vlog, you know. But it's
yeah,
also
as I said,
fun.
I did a vlog for Dallas.
Yeah, but
The
it's
fortunate
also
thing is most of that stuff's filmed. The problem is like piecing it all together.
yeah, but it is nice to not have to worry about copyright claims.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
That's why people do it. That's why people just sit in front of their camera and talk shit and do a bunch of jump cuts.
Yeah, because it's easy. It is easier. I wouldn't say easy. It's easier. Easier.
It depends. There are different difficulties for each. If you're vlogging, you do more off the cuff, so it's
Yeah.
more improvisation. The shit we do, it's more tactical, but at the same time, you have to just put like more time into it.
Yeah. A
So
lot of time.
it's time versus general continuity, I would say.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You're right. Beast of Metal 1989, $5. See what you did, Saucer? Just pick the cards next time. Maybe then they'll both implode. And damn it, Dodger, stop making me hungry. I just ate. Mm, mm, mm.
I'm guessing they're talking about the NL Central prediction. Once again, that was a protest bit.
Your
It's
NL
like, fuck it,
Central.
no one deserves it. I'm just giving it to the Pirates because this is a joke. But
Yeah. Those were
yeah,
kind of.
then,
Uh,
then
those.
we get
Your NL Central predictions were hotter than fermenting barley. That's how. Or fermenting trash. Those were
yeah.
pretty
I don't
hot.
think it was really a
Hot
hot
takes.
take. It was just like a meh. Just fuck it. I don't care. Like the
No,
Cubs are
no.
underachieving this shit. The Brewers are frauds. The Cardinals can't get their shit together, and the
Th-
Reds, I have no idea what the hell's happening with them.
that
Like
that's
they should
the
be better, but they're not.
uh-huh.
And
That's the very definition of a hot take, by the way. What you just said.
oh, it's a super hot
You
take.
can't even call that a hot take. No, it was just me. That's a hot take. That's what it is.
I
That,
can back it up with facts.
okay. You picked the Pirates to win the NL Central. That's pretty darn hot right there. Uh huh. They're 48 and 64. All right, I'm done talking shit. All right,
Whatever.
you read the next one.
NL Central is just a well, I mean, it's a little better now,
I
but
mean,
it's
you had a
still
1
not
in 5 chance, but anyways,
pretty much. Of course.
you picked the wrong one.
Agency 97. Oh, hi. Censored. Wait, urinating tree. What do you think of the LA Dodgers season? Do you think the bullpen will be hurting again for the postseason? I think their issue is the back end. Like, Kenley Jansen has not been the same pitcher as he was, and they don't really have like a legit guy to go to. That's where Felipe Vasquez would have worked. But I mean, the price for him was ridiculous. Like they were like looking at like May Orlux plus Ruiz and a couple other people. So I mean, like it sucks to see Felipe Vasquez rot on that team, but they weren't really hurting for leverage.
I'm gonna tell
And
you.
also,
Go ahead.
oh, but yeah, as I was saying, like if they blow leads in October, you know where to look, and they're gonna get desperate in the offseason.
Baseball is one of the biggest assholes when it comes to the postseason, and it's very possible that the Dodgers don't win another World Series. I mean, baseball didn't give a shit about the Rangers, right? And they had the 2 years in a row they had the best team in baseball by far.
They
And
didn't give a shit about the Tigers.
Yeah, they didn't give a
I
shit
mean,
about
let's
the
be real. They didn't give a shit about the Nats.
Yeah, they hate the Nats. The gods hated the fucking Nats, and the Nats had a stacked team that year as well. So I think the
The
Dodgers.
Nats, they had loaded teams every.
Yeah,
Sometimes they wouldn't even make the playoffs.
the Dodgers absolutely have the best chance to win the World Series, but October baseball, man, those butts get tight. They do have just a ridiculous roster, though. I mean,
their lineup is loaded. I mean, when Cody Bellinger is like not even like your surefire elite talent, you know you have a special lineup.
Right.
It's the only team I think comes close to the Braves, at least to the NL.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the problem though. Is like the Cubs could get hot and beat them in the first.
Yep. If the Cubs get their shit together, they could beat them.
Right.
I mean, you can have a wild card team come out of nowhere and just beat them. Like, I mean, St. Louis can come out of nowhere. You could probably even have the Mets or the Nats or the Phillies, even hell, even the Giants. I mean, who the hell knows?
Yeah, Dodgers have really good.
It's all about momentum.
Too. Yeah. So who knows though? This one we already read. Image Dio's back. He said check your notifications. He said I was like Uncle Rico. Thank you.
Rico.
I got a better arm than that, man. You see me slinging that rock out there on the football field, on the middle school football field.
No, I did not. Is that what you took your kid hostage for?
Yeah.
For Twitter cred.
Yeah, I was dishing out cloud. There it is in the background, right there. Look at that throw. Look at that perfect spiral right there. Yep. Took about 10 takes, by the way. I'm just kidding. The funny thing is I was trying to throw bad like that dude and I couldn't cuz like that's anyways. All right, let's go to the notes.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is a new one I think. Trevor Taormina. Is that a new guy?
Taormina. I'm not sure. He said like well, I missed the last 2 streams due to some beer league hockey. So I have some money. So he's probably a regular. He just like
Yeah. Maybe he's never spent the dough.
Yeah. I mean, like, hey. I appreciate everyone just watching this shit.
Good old beer league hockey, man. Like, you go play at like 2 in the morning, you know, because that's the only time you can get ice is 2 in the morning. Yeah. It's crazy.
Or like, I mean, 9 p.m. could be kind of reasonable for beer league.
Yeah, 9 is actually a pretty decent time, right? For
you get a little exercise in, you get back home, maybe have a brew or 2 if you want.
Yeah. I don't know how you can get drunk and play hockey. I can barely walk.
No, I mean after hockey. Oh. Not get drunk before.
Some people do. Some people get wasted and play hockey. Like that's why it's called a beer league, man. I don't know. I wish I could play hockey. I would play in a beer league. All right, I saw this one. Trey Magathan. Edmondson got arbitration at 1 year, 3.1 million. Do you think he's over or underpaid?
I think he's roughly paid maybe slightly over. I mean, fair
Mm,
value would probably be like 2.5.
what position does
But
he play?
3.1 isn't bad. Edmondson's a defenseman,
He's a
so
D. Yeah,
so I'd say that's roughly fair value.
I'm okay with that. I mean,
Yeah, like it's not
arbitration,
like
right? It's not like you win arbitration. You went to arbitration because you cannot decide.
yeah.
You're not gonna get fucked in arbitration, but you're not gonna get rewarded in
Yeah,
arbitration.
like I mean, they're either going to side with the team or with the player.
Right. Well, I would love to be an arbitrator, and you just say, "What did he offer you, and what do you want?" All right, I'll add those two together and divide by two, and we're done here. Fuck off. That's
Yeah,
what
but that doesn't really work like that.
toughest job on earth. It's called add them both together and divide by two. What are you gonna do? Who's gonna arbitrate an arbitrator? Huh? Fuck that shit. Sorry. Anyways.
But in the meantime, V-Man 29397 for $5. Hey Tree, will you mention the passing of Walt Michaels on your haters guide to the NFL since he took the Jets out of mediocrity in the late 70s, early 80s? Didn't realize he died, but I said like it depends. I don't. There may be too much to talk about with the Jets because their offseason's been really, really hectic.
So
Big
if,
free agent spending, drafting another defensive lineman. I just realized like apparently they drafted a lot of defensive linemen over the years. Fired their GM immediately after, gave control to Adam Gase, then hired Joe Douglas, and now it seems like they're kind of getting their shit together. But who the hell knows?
um did you give the Jets a lolcow or legacy of failure when you
They
did
were a
it?
little cow. They could
So
be a legacy of failure. They've been 50 years without a ring.
yeah, it's been a long time, man.
It's not. It wouldn't be a legacy, but it'd be like 50 years.
That's a legacy of failure. 25 years is a long time of failure. That's if you make it all the way through. So you get like what? It's a 1 in 30 chance of winning the title every year. If you go 30 years without winning it, you've gone a complete cycle of not hitting, right?
And you have to remember, in those earlier years, they had fewer teams.
Right. But I'm saying that's not how odds work, but it's kind of how odds work, Like
It's also the Patriots. So, like,
right.
the AFC East, I feel, has less to do with the Patriots' dominance and more with how inept the other teams have been over the past
Well,
20 years.
yeah, Will and I are working on a video called "Blame the AFC East for the Patriots
Yeah,
Dynasty."
the Jets are
Like,
a butt fumble. The Bills
yeah,
had the longest streak without a playoffs, like making the playoffs, and the Dolphins are the Dolphins.
yeah. We're gonna analyze all the data where it's not about them playing the Patriots and just sucking. It's them playing other teams, and they've been very bad against other good teams over the
Well,
last 20 fucking years. Like, their ineptness has paved the way for the fucking Patriots to just destroy everything. All right. Sports Talk Connor. It's Connor, by the way. Tree needs a Bobby Bonilla jersey.
Bobby Bonilla. Oof.
Speaking of
For
that,
Mets Bobby Bonilla or Pirates Bobby Bonilla?
oh, I think a Pirates Bobby Bonilla would be.
Pirates Bobby Bonilla wouldn't be too bad. He was good.
He was good for the Pirates, and then he came to the Mets and just sucked. He sucked. He was Bobby Bonilla, but then he also won a World Series with the Marlins, and he was good that year.
The
So
worst team
who
money could
knows?
buy.
But I have a little secret. Uh, the MLB is sending me something. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but they're definitely sending me something, and I'm looking forward to
Ooh.
it. But
Ooh. We got ourselves a super famous YouTuber now.
yes,
In
yes.
cahoots with
If
the
you couldn't be any
MLB.
more jealous of me being on the MLB broadcast, which I'm doing tomorrow at 3 p.m., everybody.
Nice.
Um, not on the broadcast, but in the chat room, which
Well, I
is
mean, it's still something, you know
it's
what I
still
mean?
yeah. They could have
Be a super
chosen.
famous internet person. You're going to be like Jillian Fisher making it big on NBC.
Yeah, yeah. Jillian was on there. Oh, dude, Giraffe Neck Mark. They flew him out to PNC Park. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he was
I
at
didn't, I,
PNC, and he did a little vlog about it. You got to watch the
did he
Mets
enjoy the
win.
park?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's a beautiful park.
You need to get out more. I mean, not out of your house, but out into the internet more.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm busy on
So
shit. I haven't
need
been able to pay attention for the
need to
past couple
pay
of days.
attention to your industry, man. There's like lots going on.
I spend most of my time paying attention to sports and shit posting
Yeah,
about it.
that's true. That's why when I ask you like about some odd defenseman, like you know him and his salary cap, but if you if you ask me like what did Giraffe Neck Mark do yesterday, I'll be like, oh, he put out a video about top 10 stadiums. So
And it's also like if you
that's what I do.
subscribe or don't subscribe to certain people, the algorithm like sends me some weird shit.
The algorithm the other day sent me a video where
The al-
it's a
yeah,
white
the
teacher.
algorithm's been sending me stuff about Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Wow. Wow. Has anybody seen that in the chat? There's this white teacher who says the N word and he tries to explain it and he's like, I put the emphasis on the H. It's very funny.
What the?
Um, I'll send it to you.
Oh
He's
God.
trying to be relate like it's just funny. It's very funny. All right. Hey, Gadzooks, what's up? That's the guy that was at the in Hamilton. He was the
Nice.
Reds fan, I
Yeah, he
believe.
was at one of our streams. Yeah,
Yeah.
he mentioned that last week.
Yes, we did. All right. Who's this? Who's next? I think it's
It's
you.
my turn. It's
Leo
Leo
Doyle.
Doyle for
Leo Doyle.
$2. Hot take: one of Astros, Dodgers, and Yanks won't make the World
I
Series.
absolutely agree with
Well,
that.
I
I
mean,
think that.
it has to be because the Astros or the Yanks won't make the World Series. Like one of
Yes.
them has to be eliminated.
That's he played the laws of averages. How about this? How about this hot take? All three of them missing. No, there's no way. What's a hotter take? One of them missing, all three of them missing.
All three,
That's a hot take.
easily all three. It would
Yeah.
be like '06.
Hmm. Yes. Sportsology. Can I borrow a pencil? Only he would get that. By
Yeah,
the
the
way.
hottest take would be probably Mets versus Red Sox. There's a hot take
That
for you.
is hot. Red Sox are
It's
looking
mega
bad
hot.
right about
The Red Sox
now.
look like shit. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
a mega hot
mean,
take.
they have got a World Series hangover.
Their
Trust
starting
me.
pitching's garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the Yankees starting pitching, it's garbage.
Yeah, but they're winning. I mean,
Yeah, but like they're eating. I was looking it up. Their starting pitchers don't have an didn't have an ERA under 4.5 in July.
I tell you though, the Astros,
That's awful.
everyone is slurping on the Astros, everyone is sleeping on the Yankees. The Yankees
Yeah, the
for
Astros, I'm trying to pump the brakes on. It's like, hey, they look good, but I want to see how they convert first. I
yeah,
think that,
man. Oh, good. I just got some good news. All right. Billy
oh,
Schneider. If Minnesota's O line improves, does Kirk Cousins improve? Kirk Cousins. Okay, here's another thing. So Brett Coleman, another YouTuber, I don't know if you know him. He does film studies. He put out a video called "Kirk Cousins is not the problem," um, and I don't think he is. Like,
but like,
yeah, I think a lot of teams are dependent on whether their O line is good or not. But I think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. I
I don't
think
think the Vikings didn't really do anything with it.
maybe they just gel, like the O line is something where if you keep them together and they play consistently, they learn how to watch each other's backs and like, all right, if you're gonna leg whip, I will cover that up and like keep the ref from seeing it. Like I think O line has a lot to do with cohesiveness. I mean, talent is also important, but
And
it
coaching too. Like
yes,
you have to have
coaching.
like the right system in place. You have to have like a lot of organization, some intelligence, and realization and understanding of defensive scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Which gaps to block, which where to pull, where the soft belly of the defensive line is, who to double team.
Soft belly, huh? Spoken like a true second string high school lineman. All
It
right.
was like third string, fourth
Third
string.
string, fourth string. It's
Yeah,
okay. I've
yeah,
never played organized football at any level and I can still throw a football. Uh-huh.
yeah. My hands are too small,
Oh yeah, you got little baby
so I
dick
can't really grip.
hands.
Yeah, I got Trump hands.
You got little baby dick hands. It's all right.
Yeah,
Read
I'm
this
not
one
really
from
offended by it, but it's like
yeah.
whatever. I got small hands. I don't give a shit. Wish I had bigger hands,
You're actually
but
taller
what can you
than
do?
you're actually taller than I remember. Like you're like 6'1", right? Six
5'11".
no. You're 5'11"? That makes me like 5'9".
Eh, not a
Nah,
huge
dude, you're
deal.
you're like 6 feet even, and I'm 5'10". You're much
I
taller
haven't
than
measured
me.
myself in a while, but it's like around 5'11".
We all measure ourselves. Just
Oh, don't worry. I mean, like, yeah, not measure that.
I know what your vertical is, though. You don't need to.
Oh, my vert's like 2 inches
Maybe 5. Give
on a
yourself some
good day.
credit. Give yourself some credit. All right, read this one from Froman.
Yep, Mr. Jared Froman. I couldn't clearly hear treason's. Yeah, oh, sorry, man. This one's easy. Go to your control panel if you're on Windows, and then search currency. It should be under region, and then change the way currency is displayed, and that should be able to help you out.
That should be
Because like
enough.
it's probably something with the display language or just like where you're located, like additional settings. Yeah, your additional settings are going to be like measurement settings will be the issue. Currency, yeah, go to customize format, your region, and then additional settings, and then you should be able to change your currency there.
I had no idea that the dumpster fire also offers tech support. You know.
Ah, but I figured like it would be useful for me to know just in case too. Like if I go to like Canada or England or something like that.
It's probably the first time. Oh wait, that he's received tech support in a
Yeah, and you didn't have to
semi-American.
speak to a
Some
suspect Indian-sounding guy named Ken.
right. All right, here we go. Hold on, I gotta change the settings so Paul can see us.
Yep, I
Wait,
think you're on a Mac, so it might be a little different for you. For you, but
here. Uh,
that's how
Paul.
I got at least
Yeah.
for Windows.
Sorry, Paul. You should be able to see the server now. You'll be on in 10 minutes if you're out there. Sorry about that. Crimson Huntsman, who started the show off with a snapper chat, says super hot take. Indians barely missed the playoffs. That is really hot, but
That's a mega hot take.
it's very possible. So if he's saying that the Indians missed um the playoffs, that means that the A's and the Rays are probably the 1 and 2 for the
Yeah,
wild card. Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. For the
Unless the
play-in.
Rangers get like hyper hot, but I think that mini collapse kind of took them out of it.
Is it a success if you're the second wild card? Do you count
If
that
you
as like
win the wild card game,
no, no, no.
yes.
I'm just saying if you just make the wild card game. I'm not saying if you win it or not. I'm just saying if you just get to the wild card game, or is that or are you just as pathetic as the other teams if you get to the wild card game and lose?
I don't consider that a successful season. I consider it like, okay, you just played one extra game. Like that's not real playoffs to me.
I think it's better than the alternative, right? It's not like you're
Well, I
getting
mean,
it's not like you're getting fucked on draft picks or something because you played in the
yeah,
second wild card.
but what I'm saying is like it's still like just one game. I mean, you gotta win
Yeah.
it.
You were relevant for an afternoon. Like your fans were like,
Yeah.
"Boy, I hope we win the fucking wild card game," and then you lose,
Yep.
and you're like,
It's
"Fuck."
like the A's and the Twins last year. It's like, oh, we're gonna be relevant. We're gonna win. No,
Hmm.
bye.
Still, it's a tough task. After you win the wild card game, then you have to play the fucking number one seed. Like it's really rough on the wild card. Before you, once you
Should
just
be
made the
done though.
wild. How many wild cards won the World Series? Like I think the Marlins did it.
Well, the Marlins, the Giants,
The
Cardinals,
Mets got to one. Uh
Cardinals
huh.
twice, I think. Oh, 06 and 11.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. The Cardinals were like almost at 500 that one year, and they fucking won the World
83
Series.
wins, I think
Shit
it was
pissed
for Cardinals in 06.
shit pissed me off because the Mets
Yep,
had
that's the
nine.
Cardinals, the legacy of incredible bullshit.
Yeah, Mets had like 98 wins that year. Carlos Delgado, and then Aaron Heilman was like, "Here you go, Yadier Molina. Here's an underhand fastball. Go ahead and
Hmm?
hit that out of the park." Whose turn is it now?
I think it is my turn, I want to say.
Bees.
Yeah, it is Mr. Bees.
Bees nuts.
For $2, what are your opinions on Darnold and the Jets? I think they need another year or so to really develop. But I mean, considering the Jets, who the hell knows? I don't trust Gase. I don't think he's that good.
Oh, I'm glad you said that with a nice little S at the end. Like, I don't trust Gase. I was like,
Gase.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, this is not. We are not homophobes here. We are not. We accept all lifestyles. Yeah, I don't trust Gase either. I don't. You know what? I think Darnold. You're asking a lot for a second year, but I don't know. It's a lot of time. If he's a good quarterback, that second year is where they show
Yeah.
it off.
I expect progression from Darnold. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
last year you have like the rookie forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
but I
He
mean, you
doesn't
got to
have
show something.
he doesn't have McCown to match his hair anymore. You know, like to have the identical hair on the sideline.
Mhm.
So we'll see how he's going. We will see. I don't know. I see 8 wins for the Jets. 8. That's I'm being very generous there for the saltiest fan base in all of the NFL. James Amadei, I'm so glad I don't work weekends. Football is coming. Yes, it is. This Thursday.
Uh,
This Thursday. Can
It's going to be coming this month. I mean,
can
it's about time for me to start working on the NFL Haters
yeah,
Guide.
you better start doing some push-ups, start getting in shape for the NFL Haters Guide, man. Can the
Hmm.
Bears win the NFC North? I didn't see the Bears get any worse, and they still got kissing titties as their
It's going to
QB.
be like between Bears, Vikings, and well, the Packers. I think the Packers may have a shot, but that defense really has to start gelling.
Yeah, I think, but they do have Khalil Mack, you know, like
And then the Lions are just like, well, the Lions, 7 to 9 to 9.
yeah, yeah, they got lots of shit going on. All right,
Oh yeah,
all right, Paul, don't do anything. You're there. I'll unmute you when it's time. Okay, in 5 minutes.
we
Okay.
shall serve no
Yes.
wine before it's time.
Yes. We shall serve no wine. Now let's get through these snapper chats. I think the bear.
Beast of
I
metal.
honestly, I
Oh,
think the Bears should be fine.
they should be, but who the hell knows with football?
I
Injuries could
love
kill
this
them
next
though.
question. I love this
Beast of
next
Metal
question.
1989. Do the Dodgers still employ Dave Roberts? They do. Then their peak upside is still an ass blasting in the World Series. This time, CO the Yankees. Ooh.
I don't even know if they make the World Series. Like Dave Roberts could start pulling pitchers in the third inning again, like last year, and you
And
know.
he brings back Ryan Madsen just because,
Mm-hmm.
and shit happens.
Yep. Yep. I don't know. I mean, if Roberts is on the hot seat, if he doesn't make the World Series, I think he's fucked. If he makes the World Series and they lose again, like
He's going to be like ultra like in
it's
trouble.
it's tough
I
to
mean,
fire a guy that makes 3 straight World Series. Like, how do you fire
yeah,
that guy? You know?
yeah, but I mean, you may think like you may need a change to get over that hump.
Yeah, lots of teams have done it. Lots of teams have done it. The who is it? The Bucks. They did it with Tony Dungy, and they brought in.
Mm-hmm.
They had a.
Yep.
They still would have won a fucking Super Bowl with
Warriors
Tony
did it
Dungy.
with Mark Jackson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Stevie Kerr, you know, they needed him to stroke
I
some
mean, it
egos.
wasn't. I mean, they were still a playoff team, but still.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's very interesting. LA Superfly 94 for $2. Are you guys keeping up with the Cubs game? 11-0. Just JC.
Last I checked, it was 8-0, but I didn't realize it was 11-0.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
see
I
here.
think. Oh, all 11 runs were counted to John Lester. He got
Wow.
shelled.
John,
4 innings, 10 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 2 dongs.
I think it would be hilarious if John Lester's middle name was Mo. Just saying. All right. That's
John
high.
Molester. Oh,
Yeah, that's
that's a
highbrow.
dad joke right
That's
there.
highbrow
It took me a
humor.
while to get because I'm a dum dum.
Yeah, yeah. Just like you don't trust gays. Hmm. Novara Autism, who saw us at the dumpster fire.
He was at the Dumpster
I
Fire
believe he's
podcast.
the guy that gave us these gifts, right? He gave me the New York Rangers swear jar.
I think it was the other guy. It was
No?
he was the guy in the Ravens shirt.
Oh yeah. I don't I'm confused. I don't know. No, I think that's the same guy. Are you sure?
No, no, they were different guys.
I was so out of it at that point. I
No, oh, dude, you were baked as hell.
No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. All right. All right.
Johnny, you
I
were
like this
that
question.
baked for like the
I was baked for like 5 days. I was very Hi. I'm just saying hi. All right. Can you read the Snapchat so we can answer?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Hey, you two. For we wanted to ask you this at Con Bravo, but didn't get the chance. Was really interested in your origin story. How the two of you came to team up. So it's kind of like a comic book. How do you feel about that?
All right. So I guess we were both gamers. Um, and I was very bad at being a gaming YouTuber. Just I didn't understand how to connect with the audience. So then I decided to script out my videos and I started putting together scripts and then I did a couple things and then a couple videos took off. And then one day I was just looking through YouTube and I saw this picture of a cow that said like Cleveland Indians or Cleveland Browns, a lol cow. I was like, all right, I'll give this a chance. And then 10 videos later, I had watched all of Tree's videos. I was like, this dude is really good. I'm just going to send him a message. Like, fuck it, man. Like, I'm just going to tell him he's good because I think, good creators should hear that recognition. And then I saw that he had a Twitter and I followed him and somehow he followed me back. And then I sent him a message. I was like, hey, dude, I think you did an interview with Stark Raving
Start
Sports.
moving. Yeah. That
Yeah.
was like back in
I was
like
like, all right,
August
well,
of 2017.
I was like, seems like this dude is cool enough to do interviews. I was like, hey man, do you want to do like a collab or something? And then you were like, yeah. And I was like, how about we do a stream together? And you were like, all right, fine, fuck it. And then we did it, and now it's 2 years later, and we've done it
And we're
every
still dealing with
fucking
dead
week.
air.
Yeah, yeah. Then Dead Air showed up, and he was like,
Yeah.
fuck you. And then yeah, that's how it's been pretty much. And
Pretty
then
much.
yep. Then one time I was in Pittsburgh with my wife and I
Yeah,
came
you
in.
caught me in the middle of a rush for college grads.
Right, right. And then we went to Dallas together for a
Yep, that's
SeatGeek event. And
mhm.
then we had gay sex. No, wait, we didn't do that. We didn't do
No,
that.
that was in your drug induced mania.
Yeah. No, well, I had gay sex. You were passed out. Um
Yeah,
and then
no
we
wonder
just
my
went to
asshole
Con
is sore in the
Bravo.
mornings.
So I mean, over the last 2 years, I've seen you like more than my actual best friend. Like, which is weird. Like,
It's
uh,
like like when you see like your random like friends from work. It's like, oh,
right?
I
Yeah.
see those
Mm,
people. It's like, what the hell?
yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
well, all right.
All right, let's get these
Oh,
last.
breaking news: the Cubs are now losing 11-2.
Oh, and the Mets won again. They are 2 games over 500. Fuck yeah!
Oh no,
I've
you beat the
never,
Marlins. Good job.
never been more excited for a team that's 2 games over 500. All right, Beast of Metal 1989 for $5. Let's get rid of these snapper chats and then we'll bring in
Oh yeah.
Feinstein here. On the subject of tech support, either of you know how to jailbreak a FiOS Quantum DVR? If I can do that, I can get 5 points a copy of Watkins Glen 19. Can I just find it on Reddit somehow? Um, can't you? Isn't there a way to jailbreak the FiOS, the Amazon Fire Stick, and you can just basically get any type of content that's ever been created, like any porn, what do you
I
want?
have no
That's what
idea.
I hear.
I haven't even
'Cause I used
tried.
to have a coworker that jailbroke a Fire Stick, and he was like, "Dude, I can watch anything, anything." I was like, "Okay." It's probably coming from a feed in Russia, but I mean, fuck it, you know.
Yeah,
All
pretty
right,
much. And it's all like in grainy quality and sketchy as fuck.
yeah. Let's get all these. Let's get these
Yep.
last
Alex
two.
Moreno for $10. Tree, it's your buddy Alex. Spanos and Rivers saw my sign. It was not confiscated. They gave me this angry look for a few seconds, then went to the other side of his suite. Lol, I made the Rams website.
Oh, what did the sign say?
I think it was probably like a fuck you Spanos sign.
Nice, nice. He's the first to
Yeah, there's
break
that.
through.
I'm surprised they didn't like kick you out on the spot. Spanos
Right.
was like,
Tear it up and be like, oh, fuck you,
they probably
Spanos.
think it was some angry San Diegan or something.
I think Spanos, he's a petty businessman. I don't know if he's a petty person like James Dolan, you know. He might be above all the mess. I know Philip Rivers doesn't care because he's like, golly gee willikers, look at those sinners up there. God bless them. God
Yep,
bless them.
he's just gonna have another kid.
Yeah,
That's
I'm just
pretty
gonna
much
go
it.
have sex with my wife. All right, Beast of Metal 1989. In honor of the Hall of Fame game, what would you put in a football hall of lulls? My picks: the butt fumble, wrong way safety, and Hollywood Henderson at Super Bowl 13.
You
I
got to
would.
throw the Garo Yepremian like
That's oh
forward
man,
pass after the
you
missed
stole
field
my
goal. You
fucking
got to put that
answer.
one in.
You're a dick, man. You stole my answer because when he throws it, it's like,
Yeah, it's like, oh.
yeah. Let's see. Who else would be in the Hall of Lulls? It doesn't have necessarily have to be.
The Dan Marino fake spike for the
Yeah,
Jets' sake.
yeah. Or no, the kickoff where the Bills recovered the kickoff in the end zone and the Jets didn't even touch it and got a touchdown scored with 0 seconds coming off the clock. That
Well,
would
you
go
probably
in.
have a few missed field goals in there. The Blair Walsh miss,
Yeah.
Lynn Elliott missing 3 field
I'd put
goals.
Cody Parkey's
I would
foot
say,
in
yep, that
bronze.
double doink.
Yeah.
It's got to be a big one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
28-3. I'll throw
28
that
to
in there
3 is
too.
in the yeah. That would be a steal, like a bust, a bronze bust of 28 to 3 just on its own pedestal.
Yeah, just like the scoreboard just busted.
Yep. Just in all in
Yeah, just
gold.
like the old the telecast scoreboard just in bronze.
Uh-huh. All right, let me see
I'd
if I
probably
can.
say 35-3.
I'm gonna try to
Buffalo, Tennessee. I'd say that one.
unmute Feinstein here so he can talk here.
Oh yeah, bring them on, man.
Bring him on.
Take care, Robert. Said Hard Knocks with the Raiders is going to start. So
Speak.
I didn't realize it was starting already.
All right. Save changes. And now he's not. Should be able to. Oops.
Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
man?
Let me read this last one and then.
what is?
Let,
Oh,
let
sure.
Me,
Okay, I'll read this last one.
no, let me read this one from James Sylvester and then you can read the one from Alex, okay?
Oh, sure.
James Sylvester, the Marlins have never won their division. Wow, and they've won 2 World
Yeah,
Series.
they won the wild card twice.
Wow.
That.
That's ridiculous.
I'm impressed by that. All right, Paul, read this one and then I'll introduce you to everyone.
Alrighty, so from Alex Moreno for $4.99, my buddy brought me the sales title to his Tahoe and yelled, "Hey Rivers, want to buy a Tahoe for your new son? I'm also on the Power 106 radio station site." Nice.
Alex, you're becoming famous. You're on top of your game. You're triggering
My moment
people.
of glory.
Yes. All right, so everyone in on the stream, this is Paul Feinstein. He has sent many a super chat to us, and he asked us last stream, "Hey, can I be on the show?" And we said, "Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
That's what
why
we
not?
do around here."
And I really appreciate it, guys, honestly.
All right, you're fired.
So one
no,
of
I'm
the
just
things...
kidding.
Man, you are a dick.
You bastard.
All right, you got 5 minutes with us. Ask whatever questions or thoughts that you have, and just fire away.
Okay, so one of the things I've been you've seen the Snapchats recently is I think the MLB, at the very least, the MLB is going to die. If there's especially another financial crash.
It's not going to die, but I feel like it'll be in the same niche as like boxing and like horse racing. You know, like you have that one big event people focus for, but most of the time it's really.
I think what's a worse fate than being in the boxing and horse racing is being below the NHL in some type of capacity. Because go ahead.
I honestly think because when the TV deals go out, the attendance is going to die because the baby boomer generation is going to go to fade away, and just the general idea of there's no salary cap to balance out the teams and to balance out competition. I honestly think it's going to die. And with the way baseball is going now, with only emphasizing the home run, only emphasizing strikeouts, and the 3 true outcome algorithm that baseball scouts are now looking for, is really, really going to kill it. Because my generation will not have the patience for that.
I think the issue too is like there's a huge revolution towards launch velocity, and they're always worried about like trying to cut like time, but like guess what the 3 most consuming things are: strikeouts, walks, and home runs.
Yeah, what they should do is make them have bigger bats. That's what it is, and so that there's just more contact in the league.
Yeah, maybe, but I honestly think it's definitely going to have a heavy decline, and one of the other three major sports is going to take that next spot and go into the second tier of the three major leagues. And I honestly think NHL is going to take it because they're getting so popular. And this, I don't think the CBA is. I don't think we're having a lockout or a strike. The only things the players union in the NHL wants right now is escrow, and escrow is not something that the league is going to die on a hill for.
Yeah, I think the one thing that the MLB does have is that they really don't have much competition in the summer, right? Like once the hockey playoffs and the NBA playoffs, like the MLB owns summer, and it's such an experience to just go out to a ballpark. Like that's one thing that will sustain the league. Now, it will really, you brought up a great point. It will really hurt them if they don't have TV contracts. And you saw that in the 90s with the NHL, like how much it just devastated them that they weren't on the air, you know?
Yeah.
And
They lost ESPN, and it's still been an issue for them.
yeah.
Yeah. And I even still think that even having their summer dominance is not the best time to dominate because it's so hot and people are on vacations. Do you really want to go out to a hot, steamy game? And maybe they might expand fan experience stuff more, but the owners in baseball are probably some of the greediest, stupidest owners as a collective in all of sports.
Look how long it took, like, a baseball to embrace social media.
Yeah, it took them forever.
I mean, they're finally getting it, but, like, I mean, they're behind the curve in terms of the NBA. The NBA embraced it immediately, and they've reaped the rewards.
Yeah, but the NBA has something that none of the sports have is the global appeal, right? Like football doesn't have global, NHL does to a degree, but it's still very regionalized to really cold countries full of white people. Like it's just not as international as basketball is, and someday, given that, the MLS could creep its way past both the NHL.
If they ever get their shit together.
No,
because like the MLS is just a mess like organization. Like they're just expanding for the sake of expanding.
True.
The only thing MLS is going to become is a farm system for Champions League and Premier League, because not as long as Americans are still Americans, there's no way soccer is going to become the sport. And if it does, it's the end of time. I'm just going to say, goodbye, everybody. I'm going to Canada. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
I thought it was Duckashane. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Cold country people.
Yeah.
That's right. No, I think that I think baseball. I don't think the decline is going to be as precipitous as you're expecting, but yeah, we could wake up in 10 years and be like, what the fuck happened to baseball?
Yeah, I think it's going to definitely take a couple of years. I think once the TV deals run out and they can't and they don't renegotiate for them, I think the decline will speed up. But until that point, I think it's still going to be hanging around. Like, I argue with my dad with this all the time, and I can see with y'all, like, y'all thinking that the MLB, because it's been such a tradition for so long, that it's going to still continue on and on. I just think my generation's just going to say, nope.
I
Next,
don't know,
please.
man. When my kids they played t-ball and a little bit of baseball. Like there were some kids that were super into baseball. Like I don't know, man. I know it's not as popular as, say, the football or the basketball, but I don't know. I'm not a scientist, and I don't know how many people are playing. I do know that the Cooperstown Dreams ballpark in upstate New York is a cash cow. And I don't know.
I think still college is still going to be a thing in like minor league in the mini minor leagues and like the pee wee leagues. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I think that's still going to be a thing because it's probably one of the safer sports that parents feel like their kids can handle and not feel like they're going to be injured for all their lives. But I really honestly think that as professionally, I might side with your idea more if it's going to go down to the tier of under boxing, under the horse racing. Like you see it like, oh, it's the championship, but then no one else watches the rest of the season.
Yeah, that would break my heart because I love baseball. I just absolutely love baseball.
It's just so slow.
Yeah,
It's
I
getting,
know.
especially with the three true outcomes. It's just so slow.
Yeah, but that's why
There's
you
no
go
way
to the
to
park with your girl and get a hand job in the stands. That's what.
You can do that at a hockey game, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
colder
true.
and nicer.
You can do that in the parking lot at a Bills game. That's what you can do.
I know that.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna wrap up. Do you have any more questions, thoughts? Any more
I
points?
hate your rags for stealing Panarin. Gosh dang you.
Thank
I
you.
can't. I prayed. I'm going to pray to my holiest deity and and my hockey shrine that the Penguins can fall to last in the league but lose in the draft lottery to not get that really good player.
I'm with you there.
Let's go New York Islanders and let's see if we can't win second of the division again.
Oh, you're an Isles fan. That's
I
right.
was gonna guess Blue Jackets fan.
I should have suspected something when you gave me that Twitter. Look, man, I don't have anything like directly against the Islanders until you guys like start chirping on the social medias. I have more beef with Pens fans, honestly, than
I would say I actually hate Capitals a little bit
more beefs with like the Flyers fans. That's our beef.
Yeah.
Your beef is just like anyone who decides to beat you because I've seen like there was like a YouTube channel and they read Penguins Facebook comments and y'all Penguins fans are nuts.
But Yenzers can be crazy. Penguins Facebook comments. Facebook comments. That's like a big thing for morning radio.
The defense
here.
The defense of
they do
Sydney.
It for Steelers all the time, and it's hilarious.
Crosby,
it's insane. I saw some of that especially when the Islanders were playing the Penguins, and people were panicking and going crazy, and they were like, "No, it's fine, they'll be fine." And then when they get swept, they're like, what?
Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, I figured they weren't going to go far anyway, but it's like,
it was beautiful. It was one of the greatest things I've seen watching NHL is sweeping the effing Penguins.
How many tears?
It was so beautiful.
Controversy this time too.
Awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
Hey Tree, how many tears are you gonna cry when Crosby retires? Are you just
probably a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean,
I will sing for joy once that Isles killer is gone from the league.
And then we draft another generational talent,
and I'll be so mad
because it's just what the Pens are.
Happen.
This is why they should have mobbed Kansas City.
Paul,
they almost did. I mean, they were really close.
I have to ask you though, would you take Crosby on your team?
No.
Really?
Oh, you're crazy.
Not now, because how old these kids.
Would you take Crosby's career on your team?
Okay, Crosby's career. With the Milbury era and the Garth era, I don't think he actually would have been that good with the teams that had.
I would take Sidney Crosby on my team any day of the week. That guy can play his fucking
like
ass
in
off.
the perfect world. Yes,
I hate him, but he plays his fucking ass off, and he's a very good hockey player. So,
yeah.
With that being said, Tree, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, just thanks guys for letting me come on, and I hope I can come on again in the future whenever like there's nothing to talk about, like when baseball season's hitting its lull.
Yeah.
And maybe the beginning of hockey season. Because I really got love to join the hockey.
You know what you sound like? You sound like if what I would. Do you know who Jeremy Frank is? He's the stat guy. He's like this really. He comes up with a really esoteric. You sound like what I think he would sound like to me.
My voice sounds so weird. Like I've heard it recorded before. I'm like, jeez, I sound so freaking.
We all
weird.
think we sound weird.
Oh yeah, trust me. I feel like I sound weird.
And Tree sounds like a radio host. So
yeah, seriously,
it's not
Tree,
just
stop
you.
complaining.
No, I mean like it's the inflection that I give. It's like Jesus.
All right. So
dude, you have a beautiful voice. Shut up.
All right, James Sylvester, right at the
subjective.
end here. I'm gonna read this Snapper chat and then I'm gonna fucking sign off, okay?
All right.
By the way, Tree, I will not be here next week. I'm going to Mexico. So.
Oh, Mexico,
yes.
very nice.
Playa del Carmen.
Show a little soap.
Yeah.
Just avoid the cartels, my friend.
We're
Just avoid the cartels. Say no to drugs.
We're gonna be on a resort, so I probably won't get decapitated, but I should be fine. James Sylvester, go on Cap Friendly, looks at Armchair GM and look at the ones Pens fans make. They think someone would trade for Johnson and Goodbranson. It's hilarious.
No. I mean, you'd have to dangle a first-round pick to give up Jack Johnson.
You know what they're like in GM mode in like Madden when you propose a trade and you keep just kind of working it until what the AI will finally accept. That's what the Pens fans are. They're
pretty
just
much.
Like, all right,
you would have to sacrifice at least every children in Pittsburgh and pray to the holiest of deities to anyone to get Gabranson and Johnson in one trade.
Their contracts are about as movable as they are on the ice. Just
true.
Not good. All right. Well, thank you, Paul, for coming and checking it out. Tree, do you have any final thoughts? I guess you can do a dumpster fire next week, but I don't know if we're gonna have one or not. Maybe you and Dodge do it, or
maybe I might do it solo. We'll see how it goes.
Solo, okay.
If you want, I could join you too, so you can have someone to talk with.
I don't know, man. I'll have to figure that out.
Maybe he likes to do it solo though. He's very good at doing things by himself.
I've always been like a solo guy.
Yeah.
I mean, the issue for me is like if I do like a gaming stream, I feel like I get distracted in between one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it's like
if you want to do a gaming, so you can semi-focus on your game.
Tree, I think you should do
important to you.
I think you should do it solo because I did 2 back-to-back streams. I did both the NBA and the
NHL because I was on vacay that week.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, we'll
But you had guests on too.
All right, let's go ahead and sign off. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. I'm 5 Points Vids. That's Tree over there, along with Paul Feinstein, and you made it to the end of the stream.